Of Aretha. My reason for standing here is because Aretha was an awesome individual. Aretha the unique, Aretha the incredible, Aretha the incomparable, Aretha the rarest gem of all, with amazing abilities to make all of us feel exceptionally special. She was a special person. I've always felt from a lot of years a part of this family. I met Aretha a couple of years ago when I was 17. What happened? It seems like only a couple of years ago when I was 17 and met Aretha after one of those youth days on Fifth Sunday at New Bethel, way back in the day with Sister Lucille Lemon and Thomas Shelby and Pastor C.L. That was a whole lot of years ago. I felt a part of this family since that point. I had a lot of meals at the Queen's house. When I wasn't there, I was over at Cecil's eating Earlene's croquettes. Awesome times with this family. I'd look up a lot of Sundays, and Eddie had sneaked over from Detroit over to Chicago to church. Get him back and put him on the bus and send him back home after church was over. This family was my family, but Aretha left a tremendous legacy, a legacy of unique skills and abilities, the way she nuanced the notes and cajole of the words and the lyrics, her ability to move at any register and shape the tone to her own voice and take ownership of the song was an amazing skill. There was absolutely no one like Aretha. She was our musical therapist. With the fingertips of her melodies, she touched our passion, our pain, and our protest. She had this unusual ability to take you to church no matter where you were. And she'd find a way to get you to church, whether it was I Never Loved a Man or Do Right Woman, it didn't matter. Before it was over, Aretha was going to say, the doors of the church are open now. She had that wonderful church feeling in her soul. There was no one like her, and I don't believe there will ever be another like Aretha. She left us all, we believe, too soon, but she gave us enough to make it on in her absence, and we've got to thank her for that. The celebration is amazing, but when the celebration is over, I can tell that some of you are going to have moments when you're going to find yourself at a place and time of reflection, and those moments are going to challenge your emotional strength. And I thought that a lot of other people will come and they will continue to augment what we already know about Aretha. But for her global fan family and for the families situated here in this room today, I'd like to just give you a little medicine for your mind and a strategy for your grief. I think it's important that you not just leave here with memories of the celebration as the only echoes of Aretha's presence, because many of us have not found out yet how to manage our misery. And I thought I would just give you a few pointers along the way, if it's okay. I first want to just suggest that most of us have spent so much time thinking about living, we've not thought about dying at all. And so I'd just like to remind you that sleep is a death you wake up from every morning. And death is a sleep you'll have to be resurrected from. I just thought you'd like to know that God has given us the ability to share intimate moments with people, we find a part of our genetic pool, and we're bound together by commonality of blood, personality, and family roots. Thank God for all of this. But at some moment in time in life, these earth suits we have, just like a person needs a space suit to escape the atmosphere, you cannot survive in the genetics of our own atmospheric conditions without an earth suit. And at some point in time, you will have to give up the earth suit, because after all, we are only spiritual beings having a human experience. And I thought it would be important if I just told you a couple of things to put you at ease. Death, one, is the admission we pay for living, except we pay on the way out instead of on the way in. What I'd like to tell you is this. First, death does not hurt, life does. Scoot your chair up and stay awake. Death does not hurt. Dead people don't cry. Dead people don't have pain. Thank God that God has given Aretha the freedom she needs to soar. After all, you remember, and I remember, that Aretha had phobias, and we discussed it about flying. She took a lot of lessons, invited me and a lot of others to come over and get on that flight with her from Metro Airport, and then she changed her mind. I remember that, but I'm here to tell you she's lost her fear of flying today. She's no longer afraid to fly. Matter of fact, I've simply come to tell you, I know that we've spent a lot of time saying she's departed, but I've come to tell you she's had a status change. She's no longer with the departed. She's now counted among the arrived. So whatever you do, don't play that departed song no more, because she's arrived. Well, how do you know she's arrived, Pastor? The scripture says to be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord. Let me tell you these three things before I use my time allotted. Death does not hurt. Life hurts. So don't have any fears or any apprehensions about Aretha's state of mind. She's free from hurt at this moment. And authentic love has a desire for the one who is loved to have what is best for them and not what is best for us. We've got to want what is best for Aretha. Secondly, I would tell you that the people who leave us are happier than the folk they leave behind. She's excited about where she's gone. And the only reason you are not is because perhaps you've never read the brochure. If you'd read the brochure, then you'd want to go where Aretha's gone. Finally, I would say to you, she has not gone to some place. She's gone to someone.